internet friends.
Hi.
Hello.
How are ya?
We are friends, right? I sure hope so. So today's video is going to be something really fun. Today we are going to do, well, it's going to be fun for you probably. It's not going to be fun for me. But today we're talking about embarrassing stories and embarrassing things that have happened to me. I figured if I'm going to be on the internet every single day posting a video, I might as well bare my soul and let some stuff off my chest that has haunted me for years. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright guys, so before we get started with today's video, would you mind hitting the subscribe button down below for me? I'd really appreciate it. I put a new video out every single day, sometimes 2 a day. And yeah, it'd be super cool if you did, and I'd appreciate it because I am sacrificing my self-confidence to you. Because this is going to be so embarrassing. I'm going to be so embarrassed by posting my embarrassing stories. Now I made a little list so I don't forget any of them. I've been compiling this over 2 weeks trying to wreck my brain and figure out which ones were the worst and most traumatic for me. And some of them are actually kind of gross. So let's just do this. The first story I have for you is the most recent story, and this happened at Lunatic Luau this year. Well, back in May, Cinco de Mayo, it was the 5th of May last year. We went to go see Avenged Sevenfold and Chevelle and 3 Days Grace and a ton of bands. Pretty Reckless, everybody. And it was raining. Now that doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world, except for the fact that you're not allowed to have umbrellas at the venue. And I didn't know it'd be raining. And I have purple hair. And I had purple hair then. We had to stand in the rain outside the venue to even get inside for them to start taking tickets 2 hours ahead of time just to get in. And it was raining. First it started as like a small drizzle and it slowly built up to more. Like I had to put my phone in a plastic bag that I got from 7-Eleven across the street. And then, as soon as they started taking tickets, Daniel pointed out something to me. He said, "Bridgette, you're leaking." And I was like, what? What does that mean? And I had hair dye running down the side of my face that as soon as I got into the venue, I had to go to the bathroom and like try to smear what was left of my foundation from the rain to cover the purple stain on my face. But it was stained so bad. Every picture I took that night, I had to like make sure this side of my face was covered because it was just drenched. And it ruined the dress I was wearing, which was a super cute little red dress that I bought specifically to wear to Lunatic Luau. And the whole side of my face was just so messed up. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. Next story is from 6th grade, and this is it's one of the most embarrassing things to ever happen to me. And it haunted me so much. And you know what made an impression? Because someone in my class reminded me of this like 3 years after it happened. So if it stuck with them for that long, like, you know it stuck with me for the last, let's see, how old are you? In 6th grade. Okay, so you're 11 in 6th grade. I am 23 now, so this has stuck with me for 12 years. And I cannot forget it. There was just this gym class, right? Well, me hanging out with, like, I guess the emo crowd, but I didn't really fit in that much. I never felt like I fit in any group at school. We were all kind of protesting. They make you run around the gym like a million times, and we were just like slowly walking around the gym instead of jogging like we're supposed to be for like an hour. It's literally the most ridiculous thing. They make you jog for an hour. I'm an adult. I would never do that. But we were slowly walking and we got in trouble. And they were like, well, we're going to write you up and tell your parents if you don't. And everyone else was like fine and actually just sat down and accepted the punishment. I started crying, sprinting around the gym. And you think that me crying because I would get written up for the first time in my entire school life would be the embarrassing part of the story. But no. So after that, and I assume like maybe he felt bad for me, I was just crying everywhere. We were lining up outside the like at the gym door to go leave with everyone else in the class, like 30 kids. And I guess I was just so frustrated that I let out this huge fart. Like, I was trying to wipe my tears, like, and I guess just like the stress or pressure let out this massive and when I say it wasn't like, it was not subtle. It was just like, it was like all my frustration. And I didn't feel it coming. Like, there was no saving me from this. And you know what? I was so devastated that I couldn't even blush or smile or laugh. I literally just sat there like, because I was trying to act like it wasn't me, or hoping that in some way someone was looking down on me and stopping everyone else from hearing this. But as I told you, someone reminded me 3 years after that happened, and it's haunted me ever since, and it was the worst. It was the worst thing to ever happen. Oh my gosh, the next story I have for you is from high school instead of middle school this time. This was, I think, my sophomore year of high school, which was quite a long time ago, like 9 years ago. And we were all sitting at lunch. Now, I have a flat chest, and I have 2 stories about my flat chest here today. But it was never like a thing where I had to wear a bra. Never really a thing. I wore a training bra, like, sophomore year and up, but before that, I didn't have to wear a bra. I don't have to wear a bra now, usually, if I don't want to. I mean, I do, because I want to pretend that I have boobs and I wear super padded bras, but it was never a thing that I, like, had to have a bra on growing up as a child, because I had no chest whatsoever. But I was sitting at lunch one day, you know, sitting over, eating my whatever, pizza or whatever, bent over a little bit, because I have terrible posture, and my friend, let's give him a fake name, Jack, leaned over and said to me, "Bridgette, I can see your boob." And I was like, huh? I can see your boob. Huh? I can see your boob. What are you saying? Just tell me. And then the other guy beside me, Joe, let's call him Joe, came over and just ripped my shirt up and pushed my shirt up and was like, "There. You were trying to tell me," and he could understand that you could see my boobs, and it was super embarrassing. He just pulled my shirt up and I was just like, it was so bad. My other story about being flat-chested is from when I was dating my first boyfriend, and we were in drama class. We were all kind of just playing around, hanging around, blah, blah, blah. We didn't really do that much in that class because everything we had, we just finished really fast and had nothing to do for the rest of the week. But we were just playing around, and I was laying down and he put his head on my chest. And then he tells everyone, and we weren't just the only ones in the room, he just told everyone, "Wow, you're flat as a board." That was so embarrassing. And the fact that I got offended, I took offense. I was like, "What do you mean? Just get away from me." Everyone, including his sister, was in the room at the time too. Everyone thought it was hysterical. It's like, and I was so mad at him. I was so mad, beyond mad. I was like, "You know what? Go to your class," because he actually didn't belong in that class. He skipped every day of his one, like, history class to come hang out in my drama class. But I wanted him gone. And everyone just thought it was so funny. "Oh, Bridgette, he's just kidding." No, he's not. I know it's true. You ain't gonna point it out and embarrass me like this. It's not funny. It's not funny. And I don't forgive him to this day, even though he's kind of a cool guy now. It's fine. Next up, let's go to the other story with him in it, because I dated that guy for like 3 years, so we have plenty of stories. Next story is I don't know what year this was. It was whenever the movie Rango came out. You know, with Johnny Depp voicing that lizard that didn't do that well? Well, we went to go see that movie because I love Johnny Depp. I live for him. Anything he does is like graced with gold in my eyes sometimes. Not as much anymore, but growing up, yes, it was. We went to go see Rango, and my sister came with us because she always had to come with us on dates to chaperone us. Like, I needed a chaperone when she's younger than me. But we went to go see Rango. Well, about halfway through Rango, we realized this movie kind of sucks, and we decided to leave because my sister would not stop bothering us about taking her to her boyfriend's house. Which we knew was a terrible idea, but I was tired of being, like, escorted around by someone younger than me, you know? So we did. We took her down to the high school, and I guess they went to go hang out or whatever. Which I knew was a terrible idea. But we went downtown to go walk around the park. I was a really innocent child. We never tried to do anything bad. We literally went downtown, which is not far past the movie theater, maybe like a mile down the road, to go just hang out, walk around the water, you know, not be chaperoned. We got back in the car after we walked around for a while to go pick my sister up, who was not supposed to be with this dude, who was not supposed to be anywhere other than with us, because that doesn't fly. I had very strict parents. And the car wouldn't start. We're stuck downtown. We hadn't done anything wrong, technically. We left the movies we weren't supposed to, but the car wouldn't start. And it wasn't just that the battery wasn't dead. The battery was fine. The lights would come on, but I couldn't turn the key. And this car had this problem a couple times too, but it was always in the worst situations. Like, the key would not turn. I'm sitting there struggling for like 10 minutes, freaking out, panicking, like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. I lost my sister's at some dude's house. I don't know what they're doing. And then we're downtown. We're not supposed to be down here. Like, I was freaking out, and that was so embarrassing until we saw someone we knew, and he was like, well, you're doing it wrong. I was like, I drive a car every day. I know what I'm doing. But no, apparently not, because they got the key to turn eventually. The boyfriend got the key to turn eventually. We went to pick her up, and I had panicked so hard over that I will never forget the panic in my heart that I had dropped my sister off somewhere she wasn't supposed to be, and I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be with the dude. I thought I was gonna die, like, legitimately. Next story I have for you is from college. I did go to college for like 2.5 years, I think. I hated it. It was the worst thing ever. And probably should have at least got a degree in something, but I didn't. But this story is from when I was going to a math class. Now, I already suck at math, and I'm a very punctual person, but this day I was running a little late. It was the first class of my morning, so, you know, first thing in the morning, I'm not super, like, wow. And also, I really like the fact in college you can wear whatever you want. It was super cool that I could wear whatever I wanted to, right, baby? So I always wear a dress. Like, even now, unless it's like super cold like it is now, I wear a dress every day. And I love wearing dresses because I hate pants. But this day, I was running late and I ran inside the room when everyone else was already sitting down. And guess what? My dress was caught in my panties. And this was not just like I walked in the room and like maybe I hit something and it got caught a little bit and no one saw it. No, everyone saw it, but no one told me until I was leaving. Like, they let me sit through the class the entire time. From the time I got out of my car to run into the building to run upstairs to go to this class, I had my panties stuck in my dress. And all during class, when everyone saw me come in, they knew it was like that. But no one told me until I was leaving. Before I even stood up out of my chair, they were like, hey, by the way, when you came in, everyone saw your panties. Like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much for telling me. It was so embarrassing. Like, everyone in that class, y'all are all adults, and you couldn't just tell me when I came inside? I mean, I still would have been embarrassed, but you really let me sit through this whole class, and now I know the whole time everyone was thinking about it. It was bad. Next story is from elementary school. This is from 5th grade, and I didn't remember this specifically because I had a grudge against this girl until we graduated high school. So 5th grade was the year that I moved to Tyner, which was where I lived from 5th grade, middle of 5th grade, like I joined like the end of the grade. to the end of high school. Well, there was this girl. Let me give her a fake name. We're gonna call her Jackie. Let's call her Jackie. I don't like you, Jackie. If you ever see, no one's ever gonna see this, but like, people don't watch my videos that I actually know. But Jackie, I still have a grudge against you. Because in 5th grade, end of the year, I was a little new student. I didn't know anybody. I wasn't talking to anybody. And then this girl comes up to me with her friends surrounding her regardless. I'm like a little blonde little baby sitting in my chair with my little pencils or whatever. And then this girl and all of her friends come up here traveling in like a pack. And I don't know if it's because I was the only like white kid in that class. There was one other white kid in that class. Like, I don't know if it was just a thing to make fun of us, or if that's just an assumption on my part. I'm sorry if it is, but I kind of felt like it was kind of like that. Like, even the teacher didn't like me for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. I felt like I was the only white person in there, and it was really, kind of lonely. But regardless, this girl came up with all of her friends and surrounded my little desk. And guess what? She wanted to call me out. Now, in all of my school years, and even as an adult, I don't have like 20 pairs of jeans or whatever. I only had like 3 pairs, and there was usually 2 that I'd really like to wear. But this girl came to my desk and said, "Hey, little girl." And she was the same age as me, so this is like really weird. "Hey, little girl, aren't these the same jeans you wore yesterday? Ew." I was like, traumatized, right? Well, like, yeah, sure it was. Like, I'm not gonna wash my jeans every single day. Even as an adult, if you think I'm gonna wash my jeans every single time I wear them, you've lost your mind. But I was just like, I could have said like, "Well, yeah, I have a washing machine at home. Do you?" I could have said something sassy like that, and I think about that quite a lot. I think about this story quite a lot. And it might be kind of weird because, 5th grade, I was 10. That was 13 years ago. But still, it shook me a little bit. And ever since then, I switched between my 2 or 3 pairs of pants every single day. I was like, I don't want to be called out again. But I can wash my pants, people. She doesn't know if I washed my pants that night when I went home. She doesn't know what I did. But yeah, I mean, also what really made me think, like, when she said that was like, is she staring at the pattern on my butt? Because, you know, I didn't really have like the bedazzled fancy pants or whatever. They were just kind of jeans with like a little stripe on the pocket or something, you know, like the little tiny fine line stitching on it. She must have been staring at my butt the day before and the day that she called me out. Because, like, how did she notice? They're jeans. They're just jeans. I only wore the same style of jeans all the time, so you can't tell me. Yeah, she read me. She read me a lot, and I think that's... Oh. Yeah. I have one more story for you. And this is one that, this is the second most recent one. This is not a school story. This is an adulthood story. And this is so embarrassing. And you know what? Let's just get this out of the way. Daniel doesn't think I poop. He thinks, like, I always tell him, once a year thing. It's a once a year thing. Anytime it ever happens, it's a once a year thing. I clean up my body system once a year. And that's the only time I poop. And he honestly believes that because he's never seen me, smelt me, heard me, nothing like that. I'm not in the bathroom for long periods of time. It's not a thing. And we've been together like 4 years, so. But there was this one time. We've never actually done anything like this before either. We took the car and we went way out there, like the middle of nowhere, an hour outside of town, in the middle of the woods, like past the woods, past the second layer of woods, down the hill to like a creepy village with nothing but one street of houses, like an hour drive into the woods. Because he had to fix someone's computer. Now, as an IT graphic design dude, sometimes he has to go fix things for people, so I have to get designs from people. But he's never had to go that far out in the middle of nowhere, which I thought I was going to get murdered or attacked by a bear who would eat my car. But he did. I drove him out there because he's not really good at driving at night. Neither am I. But with my contacts, I feel like I'm slightly better at it. So I drove him out there, and I sat in the car for like 2 hours. The people who went to go fix the computer didn't know I was in the car. I just played on my phone. And about an hour in, something struck me. Deep within my bowels, something struck me. And I mean like with a hurt. Now I had thought about like if I could find a cup in the car, I could just take care of this and dump it in their yard, but I was like, no. He'll be out any second. He wasn't out any second. He was out an hour after that. So 2 hours, an hour of me struggling and like trying not to have a stroke from the pain that was this imminent poop. Hey Azriel, you want to hear my story about poops? So he finally gets in the car and I'm sweaty. Like I am like a mess. I'm starting to smell funny because I've sweated so much all over myself. My armpits are like sweaty. And I decide, I just gotta make it home. I gotta make it home. So we're driving. We stop at a stoplight, and I am just like, like in the inside. And I knew it was gonna be a situation, because guess what? We also didn't have any napkins in the car. We had just cleaned the car out. It was gonna be a scene. And then every time he started talking to me, I was like, I cannot talk to you. And he was just like, it's okay, calm down, it's not that bad. Yes, stop talking. That's exactly how I was. And he hit a stop sign and I was just like, And we finally made it into the middle of somewhere that had a laundromat, like a sketchy 24-hour laundromat. And I had to slowly get out of my seat because I was so scared of the splatter. And this is the most disgusting story I'm ever going to tell on this channel. And it is the most disgusting thing that ever happened to me. But I ripped through that laundromat, fell in the bathroom. The women's was locked. I went to the men's. They did have a toilet. It wasn't just a urinal. Thank God. But the toilet seat was broken. And obviously I wasn't going to sit on the toilet seat raw anyways. I don't like the word raw. But you know how you just lean over it and kind of hover without touching the seats? I had to do that. But the fact that I knew that if I fell because of the pressure of what was happening to me and I hit that broken seat, it would have pinched my butt so hard. Anyways, I handled my situation. It was a mess. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed at that laundromat anymore, even though I was the only one there. It was a scene. It was so bad. And it was a disgusting laundromat. It wasn't even like a decent one. It was bad. Anyways, that is it for my embarrassing stories, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed me putting my soul out there. Those are a lot of the embarrassing things that happened to me. If you want a part 2, give me a thumbs up so I know. Maybe I'll pull up some more dirt from my past. And I'm really embarrassed just to be telling you these things and putting this on the internet. Wow. Thank you guys for sticking in here. Please subscribe to my channel before you leave. I'd really appreciate it. I put a new video out every single day, and most are way better than this. Bye, guys.